colleague Edward Opongmafo as well has been touching base with drivers in Kumasi to see what their thoughts are on this. But I think Alhaji Issa Mohammed, who's the vice chairman of the Odona GPRTU, has been speaking with Caleb Kuda. Let's see what he had to say about that. Caleb, good morning. Hi, Caleb.
Good morning, Kokui.
Good morning. Good morning. All right, so I'm sure you've been talking with a lot of drivers who are stationed at the Neoplan station. Give us a sense of what they are saying and what their thoughts are about the increasing fuel prices.
That's correct. So we've been speaking to some of the drivers here at the Odona GPRTU station at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle, and they tell us that they are unable to plan their lives because after every other 3 days they experience some increase in the cost of fuel, and this affects their ability to make sales for their masters. And then also as the Christmas approaches, they feel that they are not able to make enough towards the festivity, and they are saying that between now and Monday they have some red bands on their wipers and their side mirrors to signify or send a message to the government that should it not listen to their plea to reduce the tax on the price of fuel per liter, they are going to embark on an indefinite strike effective Monday, November 25. So early on we spoke to the vice chairman for the GPRTU of the Kwame Nkrumah station, Odona station precisely. His name is Alhaji Issa Mohammed, and he shared some perspective with us with regards to their concerns.
All right, so Caleb, but before we go to hear his his thoughts on the issue, are there any drivers near you that we can talk to live now?
Yes, there are. I have some drivers here with me, so we could start a conversation. Ofa bacho di nyina ede.
You from Isaac Bondi.
Na GPRT for more Odona station mo to say, no mo to say.
Oh, ya me na adom ya hu ye na ya ba adwuma ye nyesika. Enko ye boafu no ne bo ayede amahe. Di ya ba adwuma ye nya hwe. Ntire ya sra aban sa ommo ahe. Ommo go ye se ye be dibrenya. Ya wayere ya woma. Titi ye mate fu ye adwuma kwa ye nyesika ntu omoka. Ukaje filling station sika ni nyina asa. Nti ya se so onye bibi kakra emfa wo man na ya sa de a enko ye man.
But you also
your family 1 and 2. Me don't say the kwam kwachi. Me pacho me do bia me ka say abane nya hwe. Because ye two mu no na mpenifo no omo sha say so mu two mu na mpenifo no so two mu a nke be hu se ne anka o man no be de e be ko afa nke two mu na anka mpenifo no so me ya two mu a nke abon be frame mpenifo no aka bibia ma a kire ye de a kire mpenifo no ba two mu a obi ankasa nya so edimu saa etinu se se me hu sa abane nya hwe ye mpenifo na ye bibi because ye two mu no mpenifo no so ebo na ye so two mu a nke nyina ye match pepepe. But you see, me who's a red telecast no nyansa bi anim because you two more in Kaban over fret obe say you able sa me because aban buy o case what me income tax no and I say bibi fufuro beba
to no
that income tax say driver say income tax into say income tax we year from o de be baby and I told no so we year from o de be baby me who said the abane ya no onye hwe because your penny for no na o man dia
you so say mo penny for no na o mo decisions ama
na bibia yes because your two na your two ma nka abane be who say ye so ye ni abre.
When was the last time there was an increase in transport fares following increase?
Yeah, 2000 me first 2009 near to lorry frame up to date.
This year muntu
yeah two
well sure
seriously yeah two se na eje sa na eje se se do 1 gallon po nyama 32 me who say na meka no 32 se se be fuel edu by mama free so na 140 se se diesel edu aye I am too lorry firm.
Says here, no, near leading to fuel prices most of the time. Buying communications on my say a global phenomenon and impact on the cost of fuel. Now, so now I'm paying for so there are taxes are buying there to fuel price and so and no I'm paying are buying a free so.
Masa a free so and you free so why? Because Ghana and two fuel and there was a to fair. It's all coca so I do service there. About me so any braba. Say the megawatt as there. Now you send a jina and a BBL for Biao. Won't the mecano. And today was here in for no body as your tomb. Well, you two abandon say the braba. Who took a chrome there do a tenor Tazia over steady. Abandon say the braba. Why you in the BBA? The party and power. Say the megawatt as there. And you know, send a team one. You see, I'm telling you, red. My son is a bien.
All right, Caleb.
Okay, so what he is saying is that they feel that their leaders, that is the GPRT, are responsible for the hardship they're experiencing because for a number of times there's been an increase in fuel prices, but they've kept the transport fares. But should they have increased the transport fares in response to the increase in fuel prices, then the government would have intervened earlier to salvage the situation. And so he thinks that for the red bands they have on their vehicles today, it won't amount to much.
All right, Caleb, so earlier on you spoke with the vice chair of the Ordona GPRTU, and we want to take a look. He's called Alhaji Issa Mohammed, and we want to take a look at that conversation that Caleb had with him.
Come to the Ordona bus station here at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle, where the drivers are gearing up to send signals to the government that should it fail to consider their proposals for reduction on taxes on the price per liter of fuel, they are going to embark on indefinite strike come Monday, November 29. With me here is Alhaji Issa Mohammed, and we'd like to pick his thoughts. Sir, how far advanced is preparations towards Monday's intended action?
Inshallah, we are on it this morning. When you see all the vehicle, we are in red. Simple as ABCD. Just want the government to reduce the fuel for us. Then everything should go normal. We didn't want any increase of fares. The taxes that is on the fuel, the government should reduce it. Then everything will be normal to everybody.
Alhaji, what has necessitated this action?
This action, me and you know what is going on in this country about the fuel. Let's take it, not only the fuel, everything is going up. We just building to the government that it should try much as possible to let the fuel to come down. Yesterday we are buying the 1 liter of fuel 6,900. Yesterday they increased it to 6,990. Day in, day out, they are increasing the fuel. Then we are begging the government to try and reduce the fuel. Then everything should go to normal. Let me tell you one thing. The drivers are suffering. The drivers, when they buy the fuel day in, day out, let's take it today, when they are going to buy the fuel, let's take it 300 Ghana. Tomorrow when they go, then the thing let's take it 320.
The government says it is not the one directly influencing the increments. It's a global phenomenon.
The government is our father. The government is our father. We all. Just the government to try. You know what he can do to help the fuel, because the tax that government collected in 1 gallon of fuel, we may calculate 11 or 12 cedis. Just the government to try to reduce it for us. Then we all we all feel fine.
How much of a reduction are you asking for?
Just when we are paying to the government that when the fuel come, let take it 12 CD, 25 CD or 26 CDs per gallon, then we all will be fine. No increment of any goods and everything. Everything will be normal for us. Yeah.
You were in a meeting. I really dragged you out of that meeting to be here, and I appreciate that. What is the agenda in that meeting, and what is the feeling amongst the members?
Oh, that meeting there is not about this thing. Just we are on.
Are your members able to track how much they spend on fuel and plan their lives by that?
If you can ask them. They will tell you when I can't speak to them. You can ask the drivers. They will tell you the suffering that they are suffering about the fuel. You understand? Let's take it from here to Kaswa. From here to Kaswa, when you are buying, let's take it 2 gallons or 1.5 gallons. When you calculate it, 6.99 this thing. When the driver collect, let's take 5 CD 50 pesos. When you calculate it, the fuel too is 31 CD. How much will the driver will get? Is going, let's take it 2 trip or 2.5 trip. You calculate it and see.
Are they able to make sales to their car owners?
It's hard for them. That's why I told you that you should ask them. When you ask the drivers, we know what is going on, but you should ask the drivers. They will tell you what is going on. But
so if government insists or says that it is in a hard corner, so it's unable to listen to your considerations, what will you all do?
Oh, we now just we want the government to listen to us, to tell us something, just to reduce the fuel for us. We didn't want anything.
So all you want is a reduction?
Reduction.
So if there is no reduction, what will you do?
From today up to Monday, we'll see what we can do. But that one thing that I want everybody to know or to see. Everybody is buying fuel. Everybody, the journalists, all the media in this country, they know what is going on, but they will not talk. They make quiet, but they know the fuel, that the fuel is up, because they are buying the fuel to operate their generators. They know what is going on. Why they keep quiet?
You're sure they're quiet?
Yes. They're supposed to talk first before everybody.
But we are talking. We are here talking.
Oh, but because of what happened yesterday, you hear that we put danger on our cars. Before that you came here. But you know what is going on. You're supposed to help us. You are the this thing. You are our this thing mouthpiece. You understand what I mean? Okay. Yes. That's why when you went to this thing, journalism, you swear your oath that you speak the truth, but you are not speaking the truth.
But we are actually engaging.
Because of what? Because of
this fuel has been a conversation all through. So yours is part of the conversation.
We are reminding you that you're supposed to make this thing. When you see the truth, you're supposed to this thing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you too. Thank you too. We are praying that City TV to grow up like how CNN and BBC.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you.
So that's Alhaji telling us their preparations so far towards their intended indefinite strike come November 29 this year. We will speak to some of the drivers and pick their sentiments as well.
All right. Well, that was our colleague Caleb Kuda engaging the vice chairman of the Ordona GPRTU, Alhaji Issa Mohammed, and the concerns that the drivers' union is expressing with regard to the rise in fuel prices. Yeah. All right. So he sounded like he didn't want to commit to what action the union would take if government doesn't reduce fuel prices. What prevents them from increasing transport fares? I mean, obviously, it's the unfavorable solution. Yeah. But if that's what they're forced to do.
Well, so they I think they find themselves in a difficult situation.
Yes.
I mean, not in a hurry to pass on to the public because they know the degrees of affordability too. And of course, if it were that simple, all they will do is to just increase their fares, and, you know. But today you're a driver, tomorrow you will be a passenger, and so they're just saying that, look, in order for all of us to have to be a bit comfortable, can we do something about the taxes and levies on the fuel? I mean, it's a legitimate call, and but you see, it's a cycle that keeps recurring, you know, and the sensitivity in the relationship between fuel prices and our transportation fares is of a high degree. The least change here affects here, you know. It's that simple. Not until we will advance our transportation system and introduce intermodal systems, multimodal systems of transportation, where the government can take responsibility for the, if like road transport or whichever kind of transport. You know, if so long as it remains road transport, private sector, this thing is going to continue. It's going and we don't control fuel prices at the global level.
No,
We don't.
You know, and once they go up, it will affect the consumer. It's not happening because it's one government versus another government, because look, this government will go, another government will come. They are not coming with their own fuel. They're not coming with their own fuel. You know, but if somebody is going to hold the bull by the horn and say, let's now improve on transportation infrastructure in a more practical form. Okay, Accra Central to Dodowa, let's build one line tram.
Yeah.
Kaswa to Tema, let's build another one.
Yeah.
You know, it reduces the pressure on road transport. You understand?
Massively.
It reduces the pressure. And so this whole cycle of everybody comes in, they look good in the beginning, and then they start fighting tractor drivers, bus drivers, and then it's because we are going nowhere with this.
Yeah.
With alternate means of transportation.
Yes, if we don't provide alternate means of transportation, ferry people from one place to another. I've always made that point that if I live in Tema, I should be able to wake up in the morning, working in Accra, just jump on a boat and go to Accra. Why not?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why not?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Water transport, I can't
I
understand.
mean,
it.
imagine
Yeah.
it. You're in community 2, for example. You can drive to the
port.
to the port.
You park.
Yes, park
your car there.
and move.
Hop
Get
on
on
the
the
ferry.
boat.
You see, and I'm
boat
saying
comes
that
to Jamestown.
this is where we
come
are
off.
as a nation.
Yeah.
That the solutions that we're comfortable with in the 70s and in the 80s are laughable in the year 2021.
Yeah.
And so we are piling up problems upon ourselves by sticking to the old ways of doing things. Road transport will not solve our transportation problems.
Never.
It will not.
You won't.
Look, I don't want to sort of get us to digress, but what's the challenge with the solutions that you are preferring? Why do we seem incapable?
Well, I think, again, is that the daunting nature of the financial requirements is what kind of pushes governments away from that. You understand?
Yeah, but some-
But there
somewhere.
are always proper arrangements for these things.
Yes.
You understand? We used to have major problems with power supply. Okay? And I'm talking about electricity power supply. We used to have major problems. And one of the challenges at the time was the daunting problem or challenge of securing the supply barges and the generators.
Yes.
Yes.
but somebody had to take a decision.
Yeah.
Now, what problem do we have? We have more supply
than we
than we
need.
can.
Yes.
So I'm just saying that
Yeah.
it is possible. Maybe not so easy as we say, but it is possible.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the social benefits of such interventions, you will know that you have reduced man hours in traffic, you have reduced deterioration of road furniture and infrastructure, you have reduced accidents on our roads.
Yeah.
It's not just the financial measure that you're taking. You're looking at all these social elements that, for introducing seafaring transport, you know, introducing one line tram system,
Yes.
you know. I mean, we have to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
We have to start from somewhere.
Someone has to just take the tough decision.
No, but I think back to 2007 when the initial conversation about the bus rapid transit system was had. Monies were
Look,
secured.
but
all those
no,
things.
I think again,
Yeah.
various governments have tried this and they have all failed. That should tell you that there's a problem that we are overlooking. Road transport alone will not
solve it.
in caps, will not resolve our transportation problem. That's it. Because our streets were done with no view of tram, whatever
transit,
system.
yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, yeah,
so now what you're trying to do is to recreate it.
Okay.
And we know we can't. We have failed in trying to recreate it. And even diverting the routes and all those, they're going to come at a cost that we are not prepared for. So we can do so much, but the problems keep mounting.
And they'll keep mounting if we don't get alternate means of transportation. I agree completely. Water transport in particular.
Yeah.
I can't understand why we
I mean,
haven't
yeah,
invested
all
in
the
that.
water ways
I
we
will
can't
think
do
that. We can't do that. Why should you have to drive to Cape
Yeah.
Coast and sit in
Yeah.
coastline, ferry?
Seriously.
It seems so simple.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I
don't
don't
know.
understand it for the life of me.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Tema to Cape Coast. It's,
Sit on a ferry, enjoy
Almost
a
like
night.
a-
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, the next
It's a
thing you
no-brainer,
hear
really.
from a politician or somebody in government is that, oh, you don't know what you're talking
yeah.
about. It's only in Ghana that politicians are the only,
Only
ones
ones
who
what
know
they're
everything.
talking- Yeah.
It's only in Ghana.
Oh goodness. On that note, anyway, all right. So we'll continue the conversations. Again, hashtag Breakfast Daily or send us a WhatsApp message 0550585832. Let us know your thoughts on what we are discussing. Should fuel prices or should transportation fares go up
Or not.
commensurate with fuel price hikes
Or should
or
we-
not? And if they don't go up, what do you do?
happens? What does government
What
do?
happens? What does
Yeah.
government do?
Yeah. Summers, your footprints. Where can people catch you?
Oh, footprints.
yes.
I mean, on YouTube, we are there plenty. On YouTube, go to CityTube and you find
All the different
some of
episodes.
the earlier episodes
Yeah.
of Footprint. I mean, they are not time sensitive, so
Oh, no, not at all.
you can listen over and over and learn a thing or two. And then, but we air on Saturdays at 9 a.m. and then on Sundays at 4 p.m. On City TV. So, you know, you don't know who next. I don't know who
I
next
know,
is
right?
coming on
It's always a
Footprint.
nice
but-
surprise to see.
It is. It is.
I think the next person is somebody who was a national athlete
Okay.
in the 60s.
Interesting.
Won Olympic medals as a sprinter.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that.
Commonwealth medals, and you know, it's
That's gonna be a fun
yeah,
conversation.
it's Mr. Oko Adi.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, the husband of Mrs. Professor
Irama
Irama
Adi.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. I mean, excellent storyteller, and he's 81 years.
Okay.
But he has style, man.
Yeah.
He has style. So you don't want to miss that one on
Fantastic,
Footprints.
fantastic,
Yes.
Great, great, great.
Thank
And
you
we
so
have
much.
we have Zap Mallet too.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
nice one.
Okay.
And you know,
Nice
one
one.
person I believe his story has not been told properly, and so
Zap Mallet.
we have Zap Mallet too coming up, and you will enjoy
Excited.
that.
No,
Because,
I'm looking
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
Kofi,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you are and your music, and
I
I
will.
think he's the most understated musical
producer.
talent
Yeah.
in this country because he's done everything.
And he's so down to earth.
everything. Zap
Yeah.
has done everything. And so these days, you occasionally hear somebody will go and write, somebody is better than Zap. The man hasn't said he's better than anybody.
Why?
But let's roll out their CVs and let's see who has
who's done what and who's
more
done that
impact.
one.
I think so. Those are some. And with Footprints, it's mostly people telling their stories. You know, at times I get reactions from people. Oh, what the man is saying is not true. I said, but how do you say it's not true? He's only telling us his experience. So you need to come and tell your experience.
That's it.
You know, I'm not going to get into disputes about people's facts. The man says that I went to Mokola in 1966. He said, no, he didn't.
I
go
went to
alone.
Makola. You were not there.
So,
Thank you very much, Sylvester.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate
You're welcome.
your time with
You're
us.
welcome. Yeah.
Well, Breakfast Daily continues.